Welcome to Popping Culture, episode 28. I'm Jay.
I'm Adrian.
What? I don't know. I don't know if you're going to keep going.
Nah, well,
right.
they know. They don't need to know.
Do they know?
Well, do you guys... Is this because I shaved? They don't recognize me now? Goodness.
I'm going to put a before and after so they can...
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
This is my new co-host.
Hi. I'm almost as good as the last one. Not as funny.
Oh, the last one was funny?
I tried.
Okay.
I really did. I'm funnier to me as I drink.
No, that's true. Yeah. I'm the same
Speaking
way.
of drinking.
Let's get to that.
Let's get to that. Okay, we are drinking Fordham Brewing Company from Dover, Delaware. It is Oyster Stout. It is brewed with Chesapeake Bay oyster shells. Like, I'm not even sure what else I can say about this beer.
Did you check to make sure it's the right temperature? There's very specific temperature serving instructions.
No, I put it in the fridge and I took it out of the fridge.
Over here it says serve at 45 degrees.
Oh, yeah. You know, I think it's 44 right now, but we're going to be okay, buddy.
All right. So you're going to notice over the next while that our beer selection is going to be a little bit more uncommon than usual, I guess. I don't know the right word here.
I would say varied would be a good word.
Here, you want me to take this?
No, I'll give it to you halfway during the show as I start playing with them. We have our first, I guess I want to call them a sponsor. One of our listeners, Frugal Brutal, got us a beer subscription.
Hells to the yes.
So we are beginning some various beers throughout, and this is going to be the first one of that collection that we are trying.
Yeah, so typically I would not pick up a oyster beer off the shelf. But yeah, since it just showed up on the doorstep, we'll give it a go.
We did get a peach beer in from somebody else that you refused to try.
I will not.
Yeah, no, they're gone now.
Good. Did you try them?
No, he took them back. They'd been in the fridge so long. He's like, you know what? If you don't want them, I love them. And he took them back.
I don't know how I feel about that. What? Not that I was going to drink them anyways, but it was a gift.
Look at this. You weren't going to drink it.
Good, right?
Absolutely no essence of oyster, though.
Oh, no, I get a little bit of it.
Maybe it's because I had that candy cane Hershey Kiss beforehand.
Maybe. Yeah, no, I taste just the ever slightest hint of it. So they on the bottle they say that it's made with the
Chesapeake
shell.
Bay oyster shell.
Yeah. Stout contains Chesapeake Bay oyster shells. That might be that little crunchy thing I had. I don't know.
They just crunch them up and put them at the bottom.
Right. No, it's good. I mean, it just tastes like a stout. Stout ale brewed with oyster shells. So,
yeah.
It's
very slight. It is not what I was expecting.
Right.
I'm happy with it though.
Yeah. No, it's definitely good.
It has not been the worst beer we've had on this show yet.
No. We were going to start ranking things.
Yeah, we need to start doing that.
So,
you guys, if you knew all the things we said, hey, we're going to do this, and then don't, the show would be so much better. So much better.
Wait, it would be better if they knew the things that we committed to doing?
If we did them.
Okay, yeah. No, if we did them, this would be like a fantastic show. As it is, we're just hanging out.
Pretty much.
We do have the beginnings, or the ability to start that website.
No, and you know what? That's true, because if I say it on air, it'll actually force me to start doing things.
Like all those lower thirds that you said you were going to make, and then
you conveniently remind me Friday night, like, hey, have you done this? I'm like, no. Yeah, we bought a domain because it's time we make a website. So that way we can have another platform to express our horrible, horrible ideas for the world to share and enjoy on.
Yeah.
So we are going to be launching a new website here pretty soon. First, we need to make it and build it. We did the hard part. We bought it.
Right. No,
that's the hard part.
We own the space.
Yeah.
It's like that old car you buy and you say you're going to restore, and it just sits and sits and sits and sits.
My rust box.
Yeah. That
okay.
Yeah.
It's also my nickname for my ex-girlfriend. Heyo.
Ooh.
Yes. All right, let's talk about something else. We are starting the show off rough.
No, I think we're starting off great. This is our best intro yet.
Guys, if this is your first show, watch last week's. It was much better.
But never never watch the first 2 episodes.
No, don't do that.
I was talking to somebody last week who said they were about to start the show. I'm like, cool. Episode 3 is where you start. And they're like, well, wouldn't you start at 1? I'm like, not if you enjoy life.
To be fair, you could be like, we could be the Star Wars. Start at 4. Just start at 4.
No, because 4 was the Maker's 47 week.
Oh.
Don't start at 4. You need a little bit of lead in. Start with 3.
That was a shit show. Not like bad show, but
fair,
like it was a
that
shit
was like
storm.
That was probably the funnest show we've done. I think. I don't really remember
that party went well into the night, though. Oh. Well,
yeah, and that hangover went well into the weekend.
We'll give you guys stories later about how late we ended up falling asleep on the floor. I fell asleep in this chair while you ate pizza you didn't remember ordering. Yeah. Like, no, it was a night.
No, I remember that we ordered the pizza.
Yep.
I don't remember it showing up in me eating 3 slices.
I remember it showing up because someone woke me up to pay the dude. And I remember not eating it because I went back to sleep in the chair.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was episode 4. Start at 3.
We're
3. Now at 28, though.
It's like we're grown. It's like we're grown into. No, it's about the same kind of debauchery. It really is.
It's the same. All right. So we talked about the beer. We've reminisced a bit. What have you been watching this week?
You want to start with TV or movies?
Let's start with TV.
All right. So I'm caught up on Gotham.
Okay.
Are you caught up all the way?
I am not. I'm still like 2 episodes behind.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to skip that conversation and discussion.
No, go ahead. I don't care. I mean, I am not a person that cares about spoilers at all.
No, it's not. I don't care that we talk about spoilers all the time. I wanted to have a dialogue with you about what they're doing in regards to the Joker. And if you haven't seen it, you probably wouldn't get it.
Okay, fair enough. So that'll be a discussion.
That'll be discussion for next time. I've been watching a TV show called Happy Endings.
I've seen 1 episode of that show, and it was fucking hilarious.
It's great. So I came across Happy Endings. We are like 2 episodes left in season 2.
Okay.
There's only 3 seasons.
Right.
So we love Marry Me. As you know, we've talked about Marry Me plenty of times.
Yes.
This has like half of the same actors, and then the main cast of Marry Me at least makes cameos throughout the show.
Okay. And
it has some of the same writers and it's made by the same production company.
Okay.
So I'm like, I am 100% in for this show. And it is hilarious.
Okay.
Like you can tell that from the get-go in the premise, like you can tell it was not going to go more than 3 seasons.
Right.
The premise alone was it's a group of best friends, 3 guys, 3 girls. One of the guys is married to one of the girls. One of the guys is gay. The other guy was engaged to one of the girls, and she left him at the altar.
Right.
Very first episode. She comes back at the end, and they all pretend to be friends again. So you realize, like, that is a very finite amount of time until they end up back together and the show's over. And that is already where it's leading. You can tell it's where it's been leading from the beginning. Finite amount of time. It's been a lot of fun, though.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I had seen 1 episode, I think when I was in Singapore a couple of years ago, when it was first on. In the TV there was weird. So I was like, I don't even know what this is. I don't know if this is a show from America. I don't know what's going on.
So. I have them digitally if you want to borrow them.
Okay.
I didn't torrent them. No, I didn't torrent them. I rented the disc from Netflix and ripped it into my hard drive.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Totally legitimate this way, guys.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
I said I'm not going to torrent anymore. I didn't say nothing about ripping no Netflix discs.
Speaking of torrenting, we got a comment about a comment I made last week. Again, going to our wonderful sponsor, Frugal.
It was him, yeah.
It was, Frugal Brutal. He tweeted, and he's like, popping culture is torrenting books now? Haven't you heard of a library? And I told you about this, and you brought up a really good point, which I think you should echo now, because I didn't even think about it until you said it, and it's a very, very good point.
So here's the deal. You torrent. How much of the money you torrent does the writer see?
Zero.
How much money from the library rental do they see?
Zero.
So I don't understand what the difference is. Like,
yeah,
to be fair,
the library bought the book at one time, probably not for cover value, and it could have very well been donated to the library.
So here's the thing: they either got it via donation or the library already paid for it. They don't make more money on top of that. No. The library's free to rent. No money's being exchanged. So if no money's being exchanged, the point of torrents being bad that he's making for you is the sheer fact of that you're not paying for it. Well, you're not paying for it at the library anyways.
Right.
No transactional history. Yeah. No money's going anywhere. So what difference does it make?
I'm getting taxed at some point to keep the library open, yes, but that's not for any. It's not like I'm getting taxed per book I check out.
And it's not like you check out. So let's say we go to the library and I get Adam Carolla's new book. They don't mail him $2 for me checking out the book. No, they already bought it. Adam Carolla already got his money. He already got his.
So
let you get your.
So what you're saying is a library is essentially a physical torrent.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely a physical torrent.
Books, TV. Movies,
music,
I go pick up a magazine off the shelf there. Time's not making any money off that.
And it's not like you can go to the library, rent CDs, rip them to your hard drive while at the library, never even leave. Oh, I have done that. That's right. I stand corrected. I have done that.
And then there's a time I took my own portable scanner in there and just scanned the book. That was awkward. But other than that,
Other than that,
Just flip each page, hold it to the webcam on my computer, and just...
Oh, come on, a library? Yeah, that thing exists on the internet. It's called Wikipedia.
Right.
Everything else is called a torrent.
Yeah.
You know what? I applaud and commend you for using the 22nd century library.
There we go, right?
Good for you, buddy.
Okay. Did you watch anything else other than
Caught up on Gotham. I've caught up on most of my shows. There's one of those shows thinking about talking about, and now that I've started, I'm just might as well. Last Man on Earth. Have you watched it?
No.
Have you watched it? Okay.
I cannot bring myself. I don't care if it's the most funny show ever. I just can't get behind the concept enough to waste an hour on it.
So the first episode was an hour, but it's actually 2 half-hour episodes put into one.
Oh, yeah.
So let me just break it down this way. The first half hour was bad.
Okay.
It was real bad. Essentially what it was is he's the last man on Earth. The end of the episode turns out there's a woman on Earth also.
Of course.
Kristen Wiig.
Yeah. It's got to be a love story.
No, sorry, not Kristen Wiig. Kristen Schultz.
Okay.
The girl who does the voice of Louise in Bob's Burgers and was on Flight of the Conchords. So he meets her and she's incredibly annoying. They do not get along. They do not like each other. So the whole second episode is them trying to get along because they're the last people on Earth and not happening. And then they address the fact of, if I'm the last man and you're the last woman, we need to repopulate the Earth. No matter what, we have to do this. So he agrees, and then she's like, but we have to be married first.
Who's going to marry them?
It's all about being married in the eyes of God. So, episode 3 was all about them leading up to the marriage. They get married, and as soon as they get married, who shows up? A super hot woman.
Aww.
So I have a feeling that it's going to be called Last Man on Earth, but definitely not Last Person on Earth. So I think there's just going to be other women showing up.
So is this just a sitcom version of Why the Last Man? Is that what's happening right now?
I was about to say...
Is Agent 355 going to show up?
So far, we have 2 women. Kristen Schultz and then January Jones just showed up.
Oh, okay.
She was the other woman. The problem with it is you saw it coming a mile away. Like, we were watching the end of the first episode, and she shows up, and she says, marry me. I'm like, well, it's only now a matter of time until another woman shows up right after the marriage, because then it's comedic timing.
Right.
Sure enough, it happens. There's enough funny scenes where I'm somewhat interested, but it's not enough to hold my attention for half an hour.
Do you think it's going to make it a full season?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Mulaney made it a whole season, and this is already starting off better than that shit show.
Okay.
So, and to be fair, like, I've giggled more times. I haven't, like, all out laughed, but I've chuckled and, like, sort of more times at Last Man on Earth than I have at Mulaney, and I went 6 episodes in with that, so I'm sure I'll give it a couple more.
Okay. I will not check it out.
I know you won't. And I'm not saying you should.
No.
It is the Spider-Gwen of TV shows. Yep, there it is. It's barely enough to hold my interest, but meh.
Okay. You do have Spider-Gwen in your stack over there. So.
And that's my opinion on Spider-Gwen. All right. The first issue was surprisingly better than I thought. Second issue, not so much.
Okay.
Same with Last Man on Earth. Better than I thought, but still not good.
Did you watch the season premiere of Nightmare Kitchen or Hell's Kitchen? Or
Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah.
Did
good?
you?
No.
Yes and no.
What season is this now?
Oh my god! What is this? Like 382?
So that's. I guess that's the thought I have about the show is how long can they really keep it going and make it any different than any previous season.
It's not. There is no reason for it to be different than any other season. It's the real world. It's the real world model. It's the exact same situation, just different people. And it's the people's reaction that makes everything different. That's it. That's all there is. Gordon's the same. It's in the same restaurant. It's in the same layout. Half the food is always the same, you know? It's the people's reaction that makes it different. They did one thing different this season that really bothered me. Oh, did I hate it?
Gordon's in blackface?
That would be hilarious. Blackface or if you pretended to be Asian. Oh, either one I'm totally in for. No, so he always makes them do their signature dish, and he tastes it, and one male, one female's point. Whoever's better goes to field males. This time, he did that though. There's a live audience behind reacting and laughing and stuff.
Okay.
I really hated it. It really, really annoyed me.
Yeah, I feel like that's not the situation for live audience.
It's not. And luckily, it was only for that one part, and then it went back to being normal, so I'm cool with that. But yeah, I'll totally continue to watch until that season's over, until every other season is over. I'm in. I have no shame about that at all. Gordon Ramsay makes something, I'm going to watch it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Oh my God. What happens if he's in the new season of Mulaney? Oh. These are the dilemmas that I face as middle-class white man. He's
second man on Earth.
He's going to be the second. Oh. He would kill the first. He would kill the first man like that.
Yeah.
What about you, buddy? What are you watching?
So really the only thing I got to watch on TV this last week was House of Cards. Season 3 came out onto Netflix. Netflix released their third season of it actually last week, but I only got into it this week. 13 episodes, 10 episodes in. By far, much, much better than Season 2.
Okay.
Season 1 was amazing.
Yes.
Season 2, I think I've said, was kind of up and down depending on the episode because I don't really feel like they came up with a storyline that could last a full season. Season 3 has been really, really good. Half the season's taken place on Air Force One, which is kind of funny.
That's kind of cool.
There's a conflict going on between America and Russia over support in the Middle East.
Okay.
So Underwood has to keep making trips back and forth from the U.S. to Russia and then from the U.S. to Israel. So half it's on the plane, and I'm like, that's kind of funny. But no, very good. Really good storyline. They're really getting some of the other characters to have more of involvement than just, hey, I need somebody else in the scene to yell at right now.
It also really looks like they aged him drastically for this season.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, really good. Like I said, I only got 3 episodes left. I'm kind of going to be upset when that's over because it's going to be another year probably until the next season comes out. But we'll have plenty of other new things to watch on Netflix starting, I think, next month. I think the first one comes out next month.
And as you say that, it dawns on me, I have been watching another show, and I'm 17 episodes in.
Oh, okay.
And it just dawned on me.
Dawson's Creek?
Oh my God. I just don't want to wait for that to be over.
Yeah, he's all grown up now, though, and solving cyber crimes.
Oh, that's right. He's in that show now. Have you watched that?
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
I'm not going to watch CSI AOL.
I just assumed James Vanderbeek's on it. And I believe it's the Alta Vista version that he's on.
Okay. Yeah.
It is another Netflix original show created by Tina Fey. The Unbreakable Kimmy. It may just be the Unbreakable Kimmy. It's
just the Unbreakable Kimmy with Ellie.
Yes.
Kemper.
Yes, her Jane Kranowitz.
Krasinski.
No, that's John Krasinski from The Office.
Krakowski.
Something like that.
Ally McBeal.
Yes, the girl from Ally McBeal.
Which I have something else to say about Ally McBeal after this, but go ahead.
Wow, we have just so much. Apparently, Jay and I are just going to derail ourselves more than usual on this show.
I didn't think it was possible.
Go ahead and just turn us off for now. We'll give you the all clear when we're done kvetching.
Actually, I'm going to try something new this week and put chapters into this. So if you're watching this on YouTube, there should be a little thing on the side where you can go intro, TV, movies, comics, and just jump straight to what you want. So if you want to not hear us talk about TV anymore, look for that.
What kind of sorcery are you working on nowadays? Look at you, buddy.
It's
got professional on me all of a sudden.
I know.
Wow.
Anyways, so The Unbreakable Kimmy.
The premise is her and other girls were in a apocalyptic bunker. A reverend had told them it was the apocalypse, so they were down there to be the wives.
Okay.
And they were down there for like 15 years.
Oh.
And then now they're out in the world again. And she decided to go to New York, and she's going to live in New York. It's been funny. Like, I've been enjoying it. It's one of those shows where I started, I'm like, man, it's okay. It's okay. And then I'm like, holy shit, we have 2 episodes left in this season. Like, how long have we been watching this? Like, it just steamrolled, which is how binge watching works.
Right. Yeah. So you'd recommend it?
I don't know. I don't.
It's all a blur. I don't remember.
Yeah, I would recommend it. Like, if you have other shows that you're like, I love this show, then no. But if you're like, I got some time to kill and I don't know what to watch that.
What, you mean everybody else doesn't have a list of things to watch?
No, that is... Okay, man. It's time we had a real talk. This podcast is not real. This is one big intervention to work through that fucking Netflix list so you can be free of it finally. There's nobody watching.
So when we get our website up, I should post my spreadsheet. Just because we reference it. I think people need to see this.
Can you show what it's at now and what it looked like months ago? Like, can you go back to a previous version?
I'm sure I could.
Oh, fantastic.
When it was up over 100 things?
Yeah.
Fucking 200 full days worth of watching. Back before I got rid of Star Trek.
Yeah, you should have got rid of that a long time ago. I'm sorry, I interrupted your TV.
No,
so
you're
go
good.
ahead, bud.
And I don't think we talked about this last week, and I don't think you and I have talked about it. I've talked to a couple people about it. But so they're doing the Supergirl TV show on CBS.
Just released her costume.
Yeah. So first of all, what do you think about that? Don't tell me it's too dark.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I didn't like the Flash costume. I just saw the promo stills of it, and I'm fine with it in the show, so I'm holding judgment.
Okay. Most of the criticism I've seen of it has been, oh, it's too dark. I'm like, half-lit photo. You don't know what that's going to look like when she's outside.
It's a half-lit photo on a dark background. You can tell it's shadowed.
Yeah. It's not neon blue, no, but it's not as dark as people think. There was... When Newsarama first posted it, one of the first comments on there, some guy was like, it looks too dark, # not impressed. Right after he posted that, I'm like, oh, look, there's internet criticism, # not impressed. And I got like a bunch of likes on there. I'm like, yeah, in your face. Anyways, the thing I was going to bring up, Callista Flockhart has been cast in that show.
Yes.
As
Cat Grant.
Cat Grant. How do you feel about that?
Not okay.
No, I don't either.
Because they were of contemporary age.
Yes. They've always been close in age.
Yes.
Kat's maybe a little bit older.
But not more than 5 years. Not more than 5 years.
Old enough to be your great aunt.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah. So I saw that and I'm like, no. Just, I mean, I know she doesn't have a show now because, was it Brothers and Sisters is over. It's been over for a bit. But that doesn't mean she needs to jump on.
But isn't she just sitting on Ally McBeal money?
Right, yeah.
Like, I have to imagine she has a stockpile of Ally McBeal money.
Right.
And plus, she's shacking up with Harrison Ford.
Are they still together?
Yeah, they're still together. Yeah. Aren't they?
Well, he was just in a crash. She might be looking for an out.
No. That's when she needs to go in harder. Like, you double down on him, because if he doesn't get any better, guess where that estate goes?
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
She needs to double down and maybe a little iocane powder in there.
Did you see some of those memes that got put up with the Harrison Ford crash?
It's horrible. Were they all Millennium Falcon jokes?
A lot of them were Millennium Falcon jokes. Some of them were 6 Days, 7 Nights jokes. And there was
I like that.
There was a Indiana Jones one where he's like, I said I could fly the plane, not land it. And then my favorite one was you see the plane in the field, like he's gone. You just see it crash in the field, and it's blurry, like right in front of the camera. You just see Boba Fett. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. So, but no, I haven't watched any other TV.
All right.
That was my TV talk. Movies.
But I was saying, you have watched movies.
Yes.
What have you watched?
Last night, actually, I watched Nightcrawler. Jake Gyllenhaal, creepy as fuck in this movie. For those who don't know what it's about, he at some point decides he's going to be a guy that goes and gets freelance film footage or news footage. So when there's accidents or robberies or whatever, he's there with his little camera, and then he sells it to the news stations, and that's what they play during their stories. But he starts to get a little too into it and starts taking things into his own hands. And the movie, it did not end the way that I expected it to, just because I'm so used to the formulaic Hollywood, like, oh, here's act one, here's like the suspense and then resolution and da-da-da. But it does not end the way you think it's going to, which I kind of appreciate. It threw me when the credits rolled, but I'm like, I'm glad that they didn't wrap that up the way that you expected.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, super, super creepy in that movie.
So we don't tend to usually rate 1 out of 10, but rate it 1 out of 10 for me. Where are you at?
I would say an 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch that on my flight tomorrow.
Okay. You can get a digital copy of that?
Yeah, I already did. Thank you, Netflix. What?
Nothing.
I don't feel like I'm breaking any rules by doing it the Netflix edition because you're borrowing the disc anyways.
Right.
And my policy is if I watch a movie that I borrowed from Netflix and I like it enough that I want to watch it a second time, I go and buy it.
Okay. Now, what if I had an eidetic memory and I just remembered everything in the movie anyways? Like, would that be...
Who are you, Barbara Gordon?
I was going to say... Yeah, Barbara Gordon's good. You don't watch Big Bang Theory.
I don't... That is the great divide between us. I don't know why you feel like bringing
That's the great divide?
Name a greater divide between us.
Begging and boarding.
You shut your whore mouth. You leave that out of this.
CDs.
What?
You buy CDs.
Tell them. Go ahead, tell them.
You buy CDs.
What's wrong with buying CDs?
It's 2015.
And?
There's no reason to.
Well, first off, if you buy them from Target, it comes with exclusive tracks.
Yeah, because I've never got Target exclusive tracks without buying the CD.
Okay, that's different. I legally acquire my CDs. Frugal Brutal, please tell him to stop torrenting CDs.
Sir,
books I don't give two shits about.
I will go to the library and check out CDs, all right?
All right, so the movie I watched was The Kingsman.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I loved that movie.
This is the one that I'm actually really interested in watching.
Well, I remember when you and I went and saw Jupiter, you said you guys were originally going to watch Kingsman.
Well, that night, we were on the fence of whether we want to see Jupiter's Ascending or Kingsman, and obviously we made the wrong choice.
Oh, you did. Yeah. Oh, you did.
But only at the behest of you and the group that...
That's right.
Yeah.
To be fair, we were going to invite you to the Kingsman, but it was all like last minute kind of plan. It was like, hey, what's everyone doing in an hour? Let's go watch the Kingsman.
And yeah, I have such a super busy night all the time that... It'll
be okay, buddy.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, we saw The Kingsman and it was awesome.
Okay.
Loved it. For those of you who aren't aware, it's based off a comic book. Surprise. It's a 6-issue series by Mark Millar called Secret Service Kingsman. The movie, much like the book, is not suitable for children. There was a lot more violence and nudity in that movie than I was expecting. The second to last scene in the movie is him about to have anal sex with a princess.
Okay.
But as I say that, I'm laughing because the way it all builds up is hilarious.
Okay.
Like, that whole movie was well done. It was funny. It was clever. It was smart. And even dumb things where you're like, that has no sense whatsoever. You're like, feh, I don't care. I'm totally in. So if you're looking for a movie and you haven't watched The Kingsman, go watch Kingsman. It was fantastic.
1 out of 10?
9.
Okay. That's your rating. You're not telling me no, right?
That is. You know I don't speak German.
Okay. I didn't watch any other movies. I really had like a weird week this week. I didn't watch a lot of TV or movies. Listen to a lot more music than I usually do. I don't know.
Well, you've been kind of going on a music kick. We've been talking about it a lot for the past couple of weeks.
I'm super excited. I'll get Kitsugi on the 31st. The new Death Cab album comes out on the 31st. I pre-ordered the vinyl, so I'll get that.
Yeah, see? Yeah. So I'm weird because I buy CDs, yet your vinyls are not weird?
No.
Do you believe this guy?
So I'm actually going record shopping this Saturday. That's what I asked if you were in town this week.
Are you really? What are you doing? Hold on.
Me and my buddy Cole, we're going to go down to Bop Street in Ballard, and then there's a couple places that we're going to hit on Capitol Hill.
Sonic Boom, you going to Sub Pop?
I'm thinking about my problem with this is the problem I have with Bop Street is amazing variety. You can find damn near anything in there, but you pay for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's why I'm considering doing some of the other smaller places, and then maybe even hitting up a couple thrift stores to see what they have.
No, Silver Platters also. There's a couple Silver Platters that still carry a good vinyl selection.
Yeah. I don't know if the one by Northgate's still there. I know the one that was.
No, Northgate is not
closed.
there. Kirkland is still open, and so is Bellevue.
Okay.
Bellevue just got a new location, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A bigger spot in Crossroads.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys know all those details.
You absolutely should.
And I told you, Barnes & Noble now carries vinyls.
So I went on their website, and it's not bad. I still think I need to pick up that the set you were telling me about at the airport, though.
Yes.
The four
Death
LP
Cat.
set, yeah.
Which, again, is a Sub Pop store. So if you go to Sub Spot's extra store, maybe they'll have it there.
Maybe. What would be really nice if I get that Sony cassette.
Oh, my God. Why? Why did you toy with this?
I told it to myself, too. So I read this story online this morning. I don't remember what site I read it on. I don't know if it's the one I sent you or not. But it was talking about...
The one you sent me was Gadget.com.
I think it may have been on Gizmodo.
Okay.
I don't know. But apparently Sony developed a cassette tape. Yeah, cassette tape.
That's still a legitimate thing, people.
Right. Yeah, I know. You remember Singles? But this cassette tape was this special technology that they developed. It had reflective argon particles or some weird shit like that. Science. But it can hold 185 terabytes of information.
Can you believe that? Almost 200 terabytes on a cassette tape.
Yeah. They said it's equivalent to 1,100 iPod Classics.
Goodness. My question obviously would be, how would you write to it?
Yeah, you would have to have, obviously, I don't think I could pop it in like my old boombox and just be like, record.
How awesome would that be if you do it old school style? You put it in there and just wait on the radio and then hit it. What are you doing? I only have to do this 300 million more times. Hit it.
God damn it, I missed the first 3 seconds. I gotta scrap that.
That's amateur style. You hold, record, and pause. So you just let go of the pause button. It comes in quicker.
It depends on the... I had one that didn't do that.
What?
Kobe. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I might start talking more about music. I don't know. We'll find out.
Look, if you want to wait till next Saturday, I know you're going with your buddy record shopping. I'll go next Saturday. I'm in town.
I'll go 2 Saturdays in a row.
Okay.
I don't care.
I am in town next Saturday, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's the weekend before Emerald City.
Yes.
I'm totally in town then. Okay. Let's talk comic books while we're... Oh, also, Half Price Books. They have a bunch of...
Yeah. I've looked there. It's kind of...
It's very hit and miss.
Suzanne Summers' workout record.
To be fair, though, I've never looked better.
What'd you pull over there?
So, Justice League United, The New 52 Futures End, Earth 2 Worlds End, The Amazing Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man Special, Spider-Gwen, New Avengers, All New X-Men, Nova Annual, Superior Iron Man, Spider-Man and the X-Men, which is probably going to be the last time I buy that freaking book.
Okay, you guys heard that. Next time he shows up with an issue of that, we're going to have something happen.
And Green Lantern Corps.
Oh, with the movie poster.
I got the movie poster covered. Yeah.
Okay. Real light week for me this week. I didn't go into the shop because nothing that I saw that's normally in my pull box was...
Not even Green Lantern Corps?
Not even Green Lantern Corps. That can wait a day.
That's fine, it can.
So I only had 4 books this week. I had Batman Eternal, number 49. 4 issues left of this shit. Super excited. I made a joke earlier. Adrian and I were talking about resale value of some of the comics. Like, I have the entire run in hard copy of Scott Snyder's Batman. I was like, what do you think the resale value on my digital copies of Batman Eternal are?
Although, to be fair, you can screenshot every page and put it up on torrents for others.
It's in high def. What? It's fine.
That's true. It is in high def.
So I got Batman Eternal 49. I got Postal number 2. I got Southern Cross number 1. And then I was curious. I've been a fan of the Fathom series for a while. It was Michael Turner creation back in the day. He's obviously no longer with us. But
May he rest in peace.
I picked up issue 1 of the current series, which is called, this pissed me off, All New Fathom.
Where would they get that idea from? All New X-Men, All New Avengers, All New...
So they're 8 issues into that run right now. So I got issue 1 just to check it out. So that's what I got. My 4 books.
Okay, so real fast. Superior Iron Man has been super disappointing. Don't read it.
Okay.
Green Lantern Corps
has been super disappointing. Sorry.
It's the last issue. I don't like the way it ended. To be fair, I don't like...
Jon Stewart dead?
He didn't die.
Okay.
In fact, he flies away a fucking hero, as always.
Right.
So
Now, how is it that I hate Kyle Rayner and I don't hate...
I don't know. It bothers me.
Is it because I'm afraid that I'm racist?
I think you're compensating.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Instead, do what I do. I'm not racist because I have a black mistress. That way, I can... Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it really makes things... One in every race is how I do this.
Is Kilowog back from being beat to shit by Hal Jordan?
Nope, it is just the movie cover, yo.
Okay.
Just the movie cover. Overall, I feel like the story was kind of anticlimactic. I know they're making this big thing about the whole Darkness Falls thing. Meanwhile, I feel like...
Tooth Fairy?
I loved that movie.
Oh, I hated that movie.
Again, I haven't watched it since it came out, so it was like 15 years ago. But in my mind, it was amazing. I don't want to watch it again and break my own heart.
Don't.
But they're making a big deal about it, like it's supposed to be something I care about, and I don't. No. I don't give two shits about what's going on, and I don't care about this book.
I think they've been trying to build it in the background a little bit to come and do something with it, but I think they haven't had it far enough in the background. No,
and it just... Even if it has been, I just don't care about the characters. I don't care about anyone on the core book right now. Like, none of it do I give two shits about. But I do want to talk to you about Green Lantern. Just not Green Lantern core. I want to talk to you about Green Lantern itself.
Okay.
So, as you know, as Jay hates, as I'm fine with, Convergence starts next month.
I don't hate Convergence.
Like I said, as he hates, as I'm fine with, Convergence starts next month. So a lot of titles are wrapping up. It's the end of Justice League Core. It's the end of JLA United. It's the end of a bunch of books. 13 titles to be specific. I know what that word means. And Green Lantern is one of the ones they are ending and then relaunching.
Right.
So Hal no longer has his Green Lantern ring. He has Chrono's gauntlet with the backpack that generates the exact same power without being attached to the source. And now he faked him being evil, so now he's considered the renegade of the Green Lantern Corps. So they have a villain they can point all this stuff on. So right now in the universe, the Green Lantern Corps has been hated. So now, since Hal was in charge, the Green Lantern's going to say it's all his fault, and now he's evil, and now he's on the lam. Let us make amends for everything. How are you feeling about it?
The way you just described that, I don't know how CW has not picked this up as a TV show.
We're in production right now. It's going to be awesome.
Right? No, I think it's shit. I think if they try to do an ongoing story about Hal on the run as a fake criminal to improve the society's view of the Green Lantern Corps, I think it's going to be crap. I say reference it in one or two issues and then just let them be like, all right, guys, you're on your own now. I'm out. I'm going to go back to Earth.
So here's a question. Who's the book going to focus on? Him with Chrono's glove or on different Green Lantern?
Well, okay, so there's a Green Lantern movie happening in like 2020 or 2021 or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of speculation that it's going to be what's her name? Jessica Cruz, the new female Green Lantern?
She's not a Green Lantern.
Well,
she is Power Ring.
Okay. What if they made the book about her? Because they obviously don't give a shit about Simon Baz.
No, thank Lord. And they talked about it because
It's Allah.
Oh, you're right. Simon Baz, thank Allah. They talked about Simon... what is her name?
Jessica Cruz?
No. The actress, not Eva Mendes. Was it you?
Oh, no.
Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Thank you. They talked about her possibly playing Power Ring and how she's not actually going to do it. But that was all speculation anyways.
Right.
So are they going to make it Power Ring? I don't know. Do I care? I don't. Like, honestly, I think they're going to go John Stewart. He's the most recognizable Green Lantern.
Right.
Especially because the cartoons, all the merchandising, John Stewart is a recognizable Green Lantern.
But there's going to be a second Green Lantern book, too.
Yeah, there's going to be a core book and an individual book.
Okay. I'm fine. As long as they don't make it Kyle Rayner, I'm fine.
I'm going to ignore that you said that.
Feel free.
And I'm going to bring this up to you. Hal is no longer a Green Lantern.
Right.
Guy Gardner is no longer a Green Lantern.
True.
At the end of New Guardians, next week or the week after, Kyle might not be a Green Lantern.
Fantastic.
That leaves John and Simon only.
How
do you feel about those being the only two Green Lanterns now?
I have no problem with Jon Stewart. Let him be a Lantern. I don't. That's fine. And base the book on him. That's fine. Don't give me a book about Simon Baz, because I'll be like, fuck you. What do you think you were doing for the last 4 years with him?
Nothing. He's a horrible character.
Right. I really hope they don't come up with another New Earth Green Lantern, because we don't need it. No, we don't need so many.
Here's what I
make the book about. Let's make a book starring Kilowog. Why not?
Because I'm bored with that character. Also, here's what I want. I want a culling. I want them to take down all the Green Lanterns. I don't care about the majority of the characters in the Green Lantern Corps book as we stand. The only one I really care about is Druk or Jerk or whatever he pronounces his name as. Quite frankly, get rid of all of them. I don't want John. I don't care. One Green Lantern. Can we just focus on one Green Lantern? And why don't we make using the ring actually difficult like it's supposed to be? Why don't we show the difficulties? Let's show the challenges. Not just, here's a big boxing glove and boop, be done with it. Like, I've been super disappointed with Green Lantern for the past couple of years. I still hold it dear in my heart. And as I said before, true love endures all. And I will stay with Green Lantern. But we are in a really big slump. And it's time we just clean the slate and start fresh.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
So we've got these Earth 2 characters, right?
Yes, we do.
We've got Alan Scott.
Yep.
What if they turned the book into an Alan Scott book and it was based in Earth 2?
I'd be fine with it, I guess. Because Earth 2, he is the primary character already in Earth 2.
Right.
I'd be fine with that, but it's not what it's going to be.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Damn it. All right.
Earth 2 is only going to exist in Earth 2 Society that's being relaunched.
Well, no, but I'm saying, what if it was based in that?
No, that is the only Earth 2 title.
Oh.
Yeah.
No Cat Batman?
Okay. No Cat Batman. What did you read?
I read... I'm playing with the cap as much as you are now. I don't...
Oh, give me it back then. Yeah.
I'm like, can I get that edge rounded back now? I read Postal number 2.
All right, Postal number 2.
What? I did what?
Go ahead.
Okay. Postal number 2. So I reviewed Postal number 1 a couple weeks ago when it came out. This book is by Matt Hawkins, Brian Hill, and Betsy Gonia, Top Cow. So this book was about, there's a small town where everybody that lives there is a criminal that's on the run, and they've just kind of set up a society and they keep to themselves, and it's their second chance, their last chance, because the people that run the town, if you get out of line, they kill you. And we saw that in the first issue. There was somebody who was dealing meth out of the town, and they had a town meeting and shot the guy in the head right there in front of everybody. And then if you remember at the end of the issue, they walk out of the town hall and there's a dead body there in the road.
Right.
So the main character in this book is a kid who has Asperger's. So he's a little off, but he's determined now that he's seen this dead body to figure out what's going on, who it is, who killed them, and that sort of thing. He is friends with the waitress at the local diner. You'll remember that?
Go back a page, please.
Yeah.
What the what?
So he saw the dead body in the road. He drew it.
Okay, thank you.
He likes to draw that. He says that his mind is always crazy, but the one thing he can do to focus everything is draw. So he draws his dead body. You remember he was friends with the girl that worked at the diner. We find out that she's going to help him try to find the body. They go to find it. It's gone from the morgue. And it's doing this weird cutscene where you see them looking at what was supposed to be the examination bed. It's empty. But the body you're seeing somewhere else, you're seeing it get burnt, and it's by his mom and then the sheriff. And then you find out that the girl, the waitress, is actually an informant for the FBI.
Oh,
the FBI is aware of this town, and they're trying to figure out how to bring him down. Because, again, these are all criminals on the run.
What do they have to do to bring it down? You storm the city, you surround it. They're all criminals. Arrest them and be done with this. I don't understand.
Well, now the FBI knows that there was a murder in the town, so now they want her to stay there and try to figure out what caused the murder.
Got it.
Okay. The kid, though, recognized the scent of some cologne at the morgue and realized it was the sheriff. So he waits up for his mom, and when mom gets home, he's like, hey, I know that you and the sheriff went and got rid of this body. You smell like smoke. Did you light her on fire? And mom's like, yeah, I did. What you find out...
I like her honesty.
Right? what you find out was that the girl, the dead body, was actually this guy's sister. It was the guy's mom and dad that established the town. The dad was kind of a crazy guy, did all this terrible stuff because he thought he could get away with anything. They ended up hanging him while the mom was pregnant with his sister.
Okay.
They came out the next morning and the body was gone. Wasn't hanging from the tree anymore, which means the guy didn't really die. He broke loose and got away.
Hence the broken tree branch on the cover.
Exactly.
Got it.
When the mom gives birth to the daughter, she doesn't want the daughter to be raised in that town because it's a bunch of criminals. Which, if you think about it, she's a criminal in some way too.
Oh, yeah. Hypocrisy knows no bounds. But
right. So she gives the daughter up for adoption, and she tells the son that the reason that the daughter's dead is because the dad must have tracked her down and sent a message to the town to pretty much say, "Hey, you guys outed me. Now fuck you. I'm gonna come back and kill you."
So why burn the body then? Just to get rid of the evidence?
Yeah.
From the FBI?
Essentially, I think the idea was if there's no body, nobody can look into it any further and figure out that it was her daughter.
Okay.
So that was number 2. Kind of interesting. I almost don't like that it ended up revealing that it was the daughter so quick. But the last couple pages is the girl in the diner saying, "Hey, I'm playing this character," da da da, like in her head. And then the last page is the guy coming with a shotgun and saying, "Hey, I know you're an informant for the FBI. Tell me what the fuck's going on."
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, good for him for being clever.
Right?
All right. So overall, you've been enjoying the first 2?
Yeah. I'm curious to see how issue 3 goes. If issue 3 is just like, "Hey, we're going to wrap this up real quick and move on to something else," I'm probably not going to keep going with it. To me, it's kind of the same thing as the Flash TV show revealing who the Reverse Flash is so early on. Like, let the mystery go a little bit longer.
Got it. It's your Spider-Gwen. First issue was all right. Second one was worse, and third we'll see. But you're probably gonna be done with it.
Or it's another one of my bitch planets, which I'm done with. I'm not. Issue 3 was terrible. I'm done with it.
I can't believe you made it to 3.
Like I said, 1 was really good. 2 was meh, and 3 was just this is.
You're a better man than me.
Terrible.
Well, guys, that wraps it up for us for another week. We'll be back next time with our regular time, and we hope you have a nice time. I said time a lot in that.
You did. It's about time.
Bye.